Awards costing McNamara his defense team. KTVU South Bay reporter Jesse Gary has our exclusive report live from our South Bay bureau. And Jesse, have the text messages that are being brought to light had an impact on the ongoing civil case?
Well, Julie, good evening to you. Federal Judge Nathaniel Cousins ordered lawyers for both sides into court today to talk about those text messages. As a result of what McNamara allegedly wrote, his defense team says they can no longer represent him. As you heard in a deposition, he says back in 2022, March, he acted by the book.
Every time I've ever had to use force on somebody, it makes me feel bad. I don't like hurting people. I'm not a monster, right? I'm a human being just like everybody else in this room.
In June, Mark McNamara gave his perspective on his shooting of Keon Green while on duty a year prior. Months ago, the veteran lawman offered an apology and an explanation.
Hey, I'm sorry. It's a bitter part of my job. Sometimes it has to be done. I can't go back and say, man, I made the wrong decision. I didn't make the wrong decision. I took the totality of the circumstances and I acted to the best of my training and knowledge.
Shortly after saying this, McNamara allegedly penned racist text to another unidentified SJPD officer. One said, "I hate black people." Another references plaintiff's attorneys as the N-word and "I'll shoot you too."
The language that this officer used to talk about our client and to discuss us, to describe us, harkens back to many of the racist stereotypes and racial names. And it was shocking to see that, on a piece of paper that was a text message.
Plaintiff's attorney Adante Pointer wasn't alone in this reaction. Wednesday, federal judge Nathaniel Cousins ordered lawyers from both sides into court to discuss. Cousins saying the text raised questions around a conflict of interest for the city attorney's office. Questions about discovery, evidence that could help, or in this case, hurt the defense. And the text could show bias by McNamara and the department, since the recipient isn't identified and the texts are partially redacted. At the end of the 30-minute session, city attorneys conceded they can no longer represent McNamara.
There's going to be a lot of finger pointing as a result of these racist texts, and I think that's the inherent conflict in this case. The city attorney will continue to represent the city of San Jose and SJPD, but they can no longer represent Officer McNamara because of what occurred with these racist texts.
McNamara was one of several officers responding to a fight inside La Victoria Taqueria in March of 2022. Green disarmed the gunman inside, and as he backed out the front door, gun in hand, only McNamara fired. The would-be football star was wounded and says he still suffers from the effects of that shooting.
It's clear, based on McNamara, who he was texting with, and also previous cases, that dangerous racism is part of the culture of the San Jose Police Department. It has been allowed, it has been fostered, and allowed to leave a lot of people in jeopardy.
McNamara resigned from the force last Friday. The city attorney's office says they're having problems finding replacement counsel. Judge Cousins says if no attorneys step up, the case moves to trial in April, with McNamara representing himself.
It may actually delay our client from getting their day in court.
Judge Cousins is going to tackle the issue of McNamara's defense team withdrawing a week from today. That could impact the timeline for a summary judgment in this case. The deadline for that is November 17th, Julie.
So, Jesse, what happens next in this case, and could he possibly be decertified?
Well, plaintiff's attorneys say they're going to, A, write the state attorney general's office, and B, write the U.S. attorney's office to file a civil rights, not only a civil rights violation, but also ask that hate crime charges be brought against McNamara, and they also want him decertified so that he can never serve again as a police officer. Julie.
All right, Jesse Gary live in our South Bay bureau. Jesse, thank you.